Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Seattle Seahawks Franchise. This will be episode 5 now as we get into a press conference here with Sam Darnold. And, they're mad that we didn't win back-to-back games, but I'll tell you, there's no world where this team would win back-to-back games. Here's an overview of the stats. I'd say a surprising one is Jackson Dart that high up in total yards. And, Shador Sanders getting some playing time. You see Henry leads the league in rushing yards. But as we scroll through these, I just want to kind of talk about the team right now. We're not where we want to be. We're not where we probably should be. The roster's young and exciting, but young and exciting is kind of a cherry-coated way of saying we're kind of raw, we're athletic, but we're not that big, we're not that experienced, so a lot can go wrong, and it has so far. Let's hop into this one against the Buccaneers, as we will be rocking the alternates here. Kick us off, we're underway. We sit at 1-3, Tampa's 2-2. And 1-3 is not the end of the world. If we win 3 in a row, we're above 500 again, you know what I mean? And winning 3 in a row is not unheard of as Arroyo moves the chains. Charbonnet now will find 6 on 2nd and 10. 3rd and 4 coming up. Darnold looking to throw on the run, launches, it's intercepted! Trying to go to JSN. It's picked off. Buccaneers take over on the 41. Cole Kieft finds 9, following an incompletion. It's 3rd and 1 now. Baker looking to throw. He has time, and he finds Mike Evans. Now, in terms of today's episode, we will be going through 3 games. But a little warning, our next game against the Jags, the footage did corrupt, so about halfway through the 4th quarter, it just cuts off. We'll talk more when we get closer to it, but the Bucs take a 3-0 lead as the field goal is right down the middle. Darnold now, 2nd and 7 on the 28. Darnold scrambling out to his right, finds JSN for a first down. Darnold now on 2nd and 8. Sends his man JSN in motion. Darnold looking to Jake Bobo for 7. That might be his first catch of the year. He does not get a lot of playing time, as Kenneth Walker is stuffed behind the line. And we might not talk about it this episode, but in the next one, it's going to be the bye week, and we're going to have some rough decisions to make, or at least talk about, regarding contracts. And one of the players up for negotiations is Kenneth Walker, as the Bucs find themselves on the 47 of their own territory, 2nd and 1. Man in motion is the rookie Ibuka, as Bucky Irving picks up the first down on 2nd and 1. Already 60 yards through the air for Baker Mayfield, 2nd and 10 now. And this will be caught. Chris Godwin for 3. So 3rd and 7 following that completion for 3. Mayfield gets rid of it to Evans, but it's broken up by Shaq Griffin. So on to make it a 6-0 game. Kick is up, and McLaughlin's kick is right down the middle. 6-0. Here's a screen. Charbonnet. Truck! And he bulldozes through a man and finds a first down. Now, on the flip side of Kenneth Walker not living up to the player we think he should be, Charbonnet has, outperformed expectations as Arroyo hauls in the 5-yard completion. But truthfully, Charbonnet might be the future of the running back position. The issue with Charbonnet is he is kind of in a weird position of he's a decent 3rd down back. He's a decent power back, and he could play every down, but he's not your typical every down back. So he's kind of just good at everything, but not elite in one area. So who would you put around him as Cup moves the chains on 2nd and 10? 3rd and 1 from the 12 now. Darnold will look to take it himself, and he is right up the middle for a touchdown. Seahawks an extra point away from taking the lead, as Sam Darnold shows off the legs and shows off his arsenal of celebrations. What is he doing? Might be a little too old for that dance, but who knows? 1st and 10, rolling out to his right. Mayfield finds Egbuka for 3. Going back to his right, it's Bucky Irving on a screen pass, and he has a first down as we dip under the 4-minute mark in the second. 2nd and 6, Mayfield finds Kieft again for 5. It'll be 3rd and 1, Irving the back. They will give it to him, and he has a wide open lane, spinning, still going up to the 37 of Seahawk territory. Bucky Irving is incredible. Mayfield now looking to scramble. He will get laid out by Ernest Jones. What a hit. Stopped him in his tracks. Here's Egbuka spinning for a first down. The score is within 1. Tampa Bay trails. And rolling out to his right, Mayfield will have a first down, and Moore takes another hit. But Baker Mayfield is electric, and those things fuel him. This one to Mike Evans on 2nd and goal. It's an RPO. It's caught. Touchdown, Tampa. They retake their lead, 13-7 now. The man in motion is Cup. They will fake it to him, give it to George Halani, who finds 1. Darnold now on 3rd and 9 is sacked, and that'll be the half. 13-7 going into halftime, and with that, we will take a look at the halftime report. Overall today, I'd say we've looked pretty mid, but here's Miami on the road in Carolina. Tua Tagovailoa finds Jalen Waddle for a touchdown. 21-10 is the final score of that one. Young was pretty horrendous today in that one at home, so not a good look for him. The surprisingly 1-3 Ravens take on the 2-2 Houston Texans. Lamar play action, firing, it's caught. DeAndre Hopkins. This one was never close. 44-0. Lamar threw for 4 touchdowns. It's a lot of 4s. They moved to 2-3 on the year. Colts and Raiders, the battle of 500 teams here, will include the Raiders beating the Colts on the road. It's a huge win for them as Richardson struggles at home. Geno Smith, the opposite. He dominates on the road. Games yet to come, you've got New England, Buffalo, Jacksonville, Kansas City. Both games will be interesting, but in this one, it has really been 2 teams still trying to figure each other out. Neither offense has gotten too much going. The Bucs, you got to look at field goals as missed opportunities to score a touchdown. So they could have 21, instead they have 13, right? Obviously a lot worse than 21 as Mayfield completes it to Egbuka. But they have looked better than the Seahawks today in every aspect. That's why they lead by 6. This one dumped off to Godwin. First down. 3rd and 12 now following a negative play on first down and then an incompletion on second down. Mayfield under pressure. Hit as he threw. It is caught! How did he catch that? It should have been intercepted, but Mike Evans elevates, makes the grab, comes down with it, and the drive continues. Everything showed interception. Mayfield got rocked. That ball was in the air for an hour. 3rd and 6 now. Mayfield will run for it. He will take another hit, which between the 3 hits he's taken running the football and, the hits he's taken throwing, he has been thrown around today as Cole Kieft is in. That touchdown gives them quite the comfortable lead. PAT pending. But Cole Kieft, such a tool to use for a football team. He is the definition of a football player. 3rd and 9 now. Darnold finds MVS. It'll be just shy. They're going to go for this, though. Darnold takes it himself. It's a designed quarterback draw. He's hurt on the play, but it is a first down, so, which one would you rather have? As Kenneth Walker sends him to no man's land with the stiff arm. Won't quite pick up the first down. 2nd and 1 now. Milroe, first throw as a quarterback in his NFL career. Coming there, and it's a completion. Back-to-back completions for him now. 2nd and 1. But that'll amount to nothing. They'll kick. It'll be up and good. So 10-19 now. As the Seahawks can't even make it a one-score game. 3rd quarter action here as we dip under 2 minutes in the 3rd. Mayfield going to run with it again. He has been an issue. He takes another hit, and he just doesn't care. Sliding's not an option. X is broken on his controller, it would seem, as Cade Otton finds 8. 3rd and 12 now. Quick one, Godwin caught to the 38-yard line. Mayfield dropping back to throw, finds Godwin again for 7. A score here, field goal or touchdown, you'd have to think pretty much ends it, as Mike Evans hauls that one in, and Mayfield is shredding this secondary apart. Bucky Irving, first down run on 2nd and 8. Now Irving in the backfield, it's a jumbo set. He will get the carry, and he will walk in untouched. The Buccaneers take an even more commanding lead over the Seahawks on the road here. They're going to go for 2 to make it a 17-point game. They're not content with making it 16. It'll be a screen to Irving, caught. It's good. So Bucky Irving involved on both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion on that 4.5-minute drive. Double-digit plays. When you're trailing, that's not what you want to see if you're Seattle. Quick completion to Kupp here, 1st and 10. Again, our first look at Jalen Milroe has not been too shabby, I have to say, but he hasn't had to do too much. Milroe throwing across his body. It's a risky play, but he completes it to Kupp. And most quarterbacks, you don't want making that throw. Certainly not a rookie quarterback. But he does it, and, high risk, high reward, down 17 in the 4th quarter. He knows that he just has to make something happen. Jalen Milroe with guts early as he scrambles for a first. Tries to fit it into Arroyo. Would have been huge had he caught that. But it's incomplete. Now 3rd and 10. Following that incompletion. Under 5 to play in the 4th. This gets more and more out of reach as he sails one over JSN. JSN can never get his head around and make a play on that football. So the timing a little off. This one to the end zone, broken up, trying to go to JSN again. And that will ultimately end the game. 27-10 your final as the Bucs take care of business on the road, and the Seahawks remain with 1 win on the year and move to 4 losses. As Mayfield overall was good, 2 touchdowns. Darnold, 96 yards that got injured after the pick. Milroe, 6 of 11, so not too great. Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet struggled, same with Martinez. There's just no run game today. As Kupp hauled it in, 89 yards. Nothing else, though. Griffin, 10 tackles. Hall with some for loss. We had 3 different Seahawks with the tackle for loss. Ernest Jones in there with the deflections, but weekly recap up now. Buccaneers take on the Seahawks. Battle of 2 teams trying to figure out their offensive still. Bucky Irving runs it in for the touchdown, and the Bucs win 27-10 on the road. Patriots-Bills now. Bills undefeated. Patriots 3-1. It'll be a run to Antonio Gibson for the touchdown. They win 17-7. So Patriots and Bills now both 4 wins and a loss as they hand Josh Allen his first loss of the year. Broncos undefeated, Eagles 3-1. Eagles at home. This one to A.J. Brown on a little screen pass. He makes a man miss and fights his way in for the touchdown as the Hurts-led Eagles handled business 38-17. Here are your players of the week. And here is the slate of games across week 5, the finals again. Baltimore winning 44-0. New England beating Buffalo. 2 of many surprises. And here's an early look at the mock draft. We're set to pick at 3, set to take a right tackle. Now, I have not really looked at the draft much. I've not considered any offseason moves at all. It's all going to be handled in the next episode, our first look at everything. But I'll tell you this team has a lot of struggles, and it certainly starts in the trenches, so that is something we'll have to consider. That'll do it for the weekly recap, though, and we will hop right into Seattle versus Jacksonville as Seattle goes on the road here. Trevor Lawrence leads out his squad. They're running some alternate throwback type uniforms. I'll tell you, what I'm worried about today is Travis Etienne. This is not particularly a good defense that we have going on here in Seattle. There's a reason they bring in Cam Chancellor to fix it. And you can't fix something in your first year there when the issue isn't play calling, it's the personnel. But the kick is off, and we are underway here in Jacksonville, Florida. The return past the 20 to the 24, not quite to the 25. It'll be 1st and 10 now for T-Law. On the 24, he gives it to Travis Etienne, not to be confused with his brother Trevor. I'm going to say that a lot today, I think. He cakes it for 7, though. He'll go play action now. Wide open is Trent Strange for a first down. 3rd and 6 now for T-Law. T-Law looking to throw. He's under pressure, but he finds his man Brown for the first down. Now again, just a disclaimer, as Etienne takes it for a first down. The footage does get corrupt about midway through the 4th quarter. I'll tell you this, though. It doesn't really change the viewing experience too much as Strange breaks the tackle and has a first down inside the red zone, inside the 10 even. But that also means no weekly recap or anything like that because that got corrupted alongside it for this week here, week 6. So I'm sorry if that ruins it for you as the Jags take the lead on a field goal. Darnold from the 28 now, 2nd and 7. Play action. He is going to fit one into Arroyo. Double coverage, doesn't matter. Throwing right at Darnell Savage. And the linebacker. I'll tell you, Elijah Arroyo has really burst on the scene for us this year, and I'm really excited about his future. But he certainly needs someone behind him. Maybe a veteran, maybe a young guy that can block better because that's not really his thing. Walker turns nothing into something, rather. But down on the field is the man we just talked about, Elijah Arroyo. 2nd and 8, they'll go Charbonnet. Whoop! Whoop! Makes 2-man miss and finds 5. 3rd and 3, they'll go back to Charbonnet. Charbonnet first down, and he continues to show why I'm so high on him versus Kenneth Walker. Even though I really want to be high on Kenneth Walker, I really like him. As Arroyo back in the game, so the injury, nothing crazy, and just a little shaken up. This one going to the end zone, it's intercepted. That's going to be Lloyd in there. Devin Lloyd comes down with it. What is Sam Darnold doing? I mean, as you kind of heard, I was kind of just left speechless. ETN, patient running, finds a yard. 3rd and 6 now. Lawrence sends a man in motion. That's Brown. Lawrence, 3rd and 6 from the 11, looking to Brown. It's caught, tackled a yard shy. Seahawks take over. Darnold looking to throw. Wide open is A.J. Barner for the first down. 2nd and 10 now from the 47. Darnold will look to throw from under center. He is going to run it, actually, and have an easy first down. Injured player on the field. That's going to be Gray Zabel, the rookie left guard. And one of the few bright spots from what is a pretty terrible O-line. Misfire there. They will kick here. It is going to be well short. I mean, that wouldn't have been good from 20 out, I don't think. What is he doing? Was it the hold? I don't think so. But sack for Tyrese Knight on 3rd down. It'll be 4th and 8. They'll punt. So Darnold in the offense takes over from the 20. Neither team really getting going offensively. This one to Saubert. So Arroyo, Saubert, Barner, they've all got involved. 3rd and 3, will run it. Won't get it. We'll punt. 2nd and 4 now. This one broken up. Bring up 3rd and 4. Jacksonville from their own 45. And as you can see on the field, alternate field arcs finally in the game as Leonard Williams knocks that one down. I really want to say Dexter Lawrence for some reason. Martinez finds 9 there. Back to Damian Martinez, and he'll pick up the first. Charbonnet now, a lot of holes opening up. A big hole opening up. He's down to the 49. He has been incredible as we dip under the 2-minute warning here. This one caught. JSN spin move and a big gain for JSN, who they've tried to get involved. It just hasn't always worked out. Kenneth Walker runs it for a yard there. Darnold looking to throw. Darnold will not be able to find his target, MVS. They will go for it on 4th down, even though they could tie the game up. Darnold under pressure. Rolling out, finds Arroyo. What a catch. And they'll eventually end up kicking 3 anyways, so going for it there maybe was a high risk for the same reward of what would have been just kicking earlier. But tied at 3 going into halftime. Neither team really has done much. Halftime report, of course, brought to you by me. But the 4-1 Broncos take on the winless Jets. Jets looking to win their first one as Breece Hall shows off his strength as a runner. They win 27-8. It's a good game for Fields and Nix, both of them over 200 yards, but no touchdowns for either of them through the air. 2 teams that are 4-1. The Giants take on the Eagles in an interdivisional matchup at MetLife. Devontae Smith makes a man miss and runs in 21-17. Giants get handed their second loss on the year as Hurts and his Eagles move to 5-1 in a close victory. Both teams 2-3. It's the Cardinals and the Colts now going head-to-head in Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hurdling, touchdown, 14-7 at the half. Anthony Richardson has only thrown a singular incompletion. Both quarterbacks looked pretty good in that one so far. As for games of the week, etc., Detroit and KC is going to be a fun one. We'll take a look at that after today's game, after that one concludes. But the story of this one has been 2 stifling defenses. The irony there being neither defense has played all that well. The score is still 3-3 because the offenses keep shooting themselves in the foot, whether it's turnovers or just bad decisions, bad plays, bad play calling. JSN starts the second half with a first down, though. 2nd and 7, play action. Darnold looking, intercepted again. I'm having some deja vu. It's Devin Lloyd. 2 today for Lloyd, and looks like Sam Darnold just can't get enough of Devin Lloyd. He's gifted him 2 interceptions now, but they have been pretty nice catches. Brian Thomas there for 4. Lawrence finds Trenton Strange. He makes a man miss. He's down to the 3. It's Brendan Strange. I've been saying the wrong name this whole time. I'm sure I will get flamed for that. This one caught. Touchdown. It is Brown in for the touchdown. Diami Brown with an exceptional play there. Lawrence bullets one in. It's a rocket. And Wolin just couldn't cover him there. So 3rd and 3. Now for the Seattle Seahawks as MVS moves the chains. It's 10-3 Jacksonville. Darnold under pressure. Gets rid of it. Arroyo wide open for the first down. As Darnold goes over 150. But the 2 picks really make it look like a terrible game. Here's Arroyo. He makes a man miss. Good blocking from Kupp. He's down to the 16. 3rd and 10 now. Darnold will go to Alani, who hauls it in down to the 2. Chance to tie. You've got to capitalize. Darnold sends Kupp in motion. He'll hand it off. Charbonnet breaks the plane. Touchdown Seahawks. We're an extra point away from being tied here, as the first half saw no touchdowns, and we're not even through the 3rd quarter. We've already seen 2 here. What an effort by this O-line and Zach Charbonnet. What a drive. We're tied up at 10. 2:50 to play. 2nd and 12. Lawrence looking. It should have been intercepted maybe. No, it's a good throw to Brian Thomas Jr. 3rd and 6 now. Thomas in motion. Lawrence under pressure will look to run with it eventually. Boye Mafe throws him. No, Bryce Hall throws him down. That's not Bryce Hall. Y'all get what I'm saying. Hall throws him down at the 39. 3rd and 8 there. They'll move the chains. Byron Murphy is down on the field, though. That is a huge loss. As Thomas goes in motion, it is caught by the rookie Travis Hunter, number 3 overall pick, I believe, number 2, as Etienne moves the chains. First down. 3rd and 6 into the 4th quarter. This is caught by Brown again. He reaches for it, but he already had it. First down, Jacksonville. Etienne now spinning, running for 9, and it's 2nd and 1 from the 9. He has 17 for 52. T-Law, keeper. He will slide down at the 3. T-Law sneaks it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As they take the lead with under 5 to play. 2nd and 7 now. There's the handoff. Martinez finds a yard. So 3rd and 6. Darnold looking to throw. It will be incomplete. 4th and 6. Down 7. You've got to convert here or else it's pretty much game. He will be hit as he threw, incomplete. And again, rest of the footage isn't in there, so the final score 17-10. Jacksonville wins that one. It's a tough loss for us. But we move on to Monday night primetime, Texans Seahawks in Seattle for this one, as Darnold leads out his squad in front of this home crowd, trying to find their 2nd win on the year on what's been a really disappointing season. Texans sit at 2-3, Seahawks 1-4. 1-5 rather, as they prepare to hopefully find their 2nd win. This is a winnable game. The Texans, not the same team they were even just last year. CJ Stroud, it's just on the decline. Kickoff is here. We're underway here in Seattle, as the return is up to the 28-yard line, and Houston will start the football. CJ Stroud could hit 9,000 career passing yards today. Has 52 career touchdowns. Play action on 2nd and 9. He throws an incompletion. So 3rd and 9 coming up. This one incomplete as well. A little miscommunication. They'll go 3 and out. Darnold this year, just over 1,000 yards, but the 3-10 touchdown reception ratio is rough. Darnold now looking to throw. He will try to find Kupp. It's broken up by Derek Stingley. Darnold under pressure, rocked as he threw it. Daniil Hunter in there. They'll punt. 1st and 10 now. Quick one to Christian Kirk. New pickup for them this offseason. He'll find 3. 2nd and 7. Joe Mixon makes a man miss. He's still going. It is going to be just short of a 1st down. 3rd and inches. Mixon in the backfield. But it'll be a sneak for Stroud, and they get it. 1st down, Texans. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. This is caught. Christian Kirk again. That's 2. Injury timeout now. And the man in motion. This will be a quick one to Kirk. That's 3 now already for 22 yards. 3rd and 3 following the 7-yard pickup. This will be a sack for David Bell. What an effort. That'll stall out the drive. And the guy who really doesn't see the field too much, that's DeAnthony Bell. Yeah, that's just my bad. 4th and 13, they'll kick 3. And they got it. 3-0 Texans as Keami Fairbairn gives them the lead. Darnold finds JSN for 4. Now Darnold, looking to throw, is rolling out to his right, throws on the run. It's swatted down. Lucky it wasn't anything more, trying to go to JSN, who doesn't have the crazy numbers yet this season, but the targets have been there. You just, you can't look at the numbers and say, wow, it's been a disappointing year. He has been covered by the best guy, the best DB, game in and game out, and, sometimes his job is just take the attention and let us go elsewhere. The only concern is that hasn't led to winning football, so maybe forcing him the ball is the thing we need to do. This one caught, 1st down, 2nd and 5 now for the Texans. A lot happening. Stroud looks to run. Ball comes out. They're going to say it was a fumble. And they end up not even looking at it. They obviously did review it, but no challenge or anything. 3rd and 10, though. This one caught JSN. High-pointed it. Only he could get it, and he did. The only flaw in that was if he didn't get his hands up high enough, it's going right into the lap of that safety. This one to Charbonnet. It's caught for the 1st down on 3rd and 6. Darnold now giving it to Charbonnet. He'll take it for 4. It's a powerful 4 yards, though. Draw to Charbonnet. Spin move. Here he goes. Zach Charbonnet up to the 34. He has been an exclamation point on what has been a rather ugly season as Darnold runs it for a 1st down. Nope, they'll mark him just short. 3rd and inches. Handoff, Kenneth Walker, 1st down. And Kenneth Walker is certainly still a good power back, can still, haul in passes. And as Darnold goes down, he was trying to get rid of it, but he never did. Get rid of that football, young man. But again, Kenneth Walker's value is just not high enough for me to pay him what he wants right now. 3rd and 15, Darnold launching it, end zone. It's intercepted. And you just can't make that mistake. If you're Sam Darnold, it's Jalen Reed picking it off. But if you're Darnold, you just can't afford that because you're getting a field goal. Let's high it. Joe Mixon with some shifty running in the spin move, the 1st down. Now looking to throw. Stroud finds his man for 4. That's Dalton Schultz. Stroud on 2nd and 6 finds his man. It's the rookie hauling that one in for the 1st down. In motion goes Christian Kirk. They will fake it to him, fake it to Mixon, and DeMarcus Lawrence gets home for the sack. 2nd and 17 coming up as Stroud goes down. The play action didn't trick the longtime veteran. Here's Mixon on the screen. Some really good blocking, and they'll find 14 of the 17 needed. 3rd and 3 now. They're going to go back-to-back screens, and Mixon picks up back-to-back chunky yardage. Big hit by Woolen there, but it's too late. 1st down. This one caught for 8. So 3rd and 2 as we dip under 2 minutes, far under 2 minutes. This one caught. Christian Kirk again. Marcus Lawrence out there making the tackle. Stroud going in zone. It's caught. Christian Kirk. And he has just, his name's been said every 5 seconds. He has been a game-changing player today for the Texans. As with Tank Dell going out, they really have had one man to turn to, and that is the man they signed in free agency, Christian Kirk. They drafted well at receiver, but rookies can only do so much. Here's Pritchett. He has an opening down to the 40, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Nehemiah Pritchett. He has been an exciting return man for these Seahawks. And he is in for the kick return score. 20 seconds to play now. Quick one to Kirk. It's caught. Now under 20 after the timeout. Stroud going deep. It is broken up. So the Seahawks trying to just get to halftime here. Happy with that ending touchdown. This one caught down to the 37. They're in field goal range with 2 seconds left. They'll try a 3-point try from a field goal. It's a doinker as it's off the left upright. No good. Seattle dodges a bullet, and the rush of that kick return touchdown, a lot was going on. They just couldn't get settled, and the Texans took advantage of it. But here on Monday Night Primetime, our final game from this weekend slate is the halftime report. The Bucs and the Lions go head-to-head. Tampa coming off a win earlier in today's episode versus us. Cole Kieft, a big factor in that, and a big factor there as they win by 3. That touchdown certainly helped. Huge games from both quarterbacks, but the Lions and the Bucs reverse records there. 5-2 for the Bucs, 2-5 for the Lions. Niners, Falcons, 2-3. The Falcons find themselves under 500. But this run to Bijan helped put them back at 500, 24-20. Niners now drop below 500. Michael Penix Jr. struggled in that one, but they still found a way behind that O-line and Bijan Robinson. Dallas 1-5. The Commanders 3-3. It'll be the Commanders winning this one with some help from Brian Robinson Jr. 27-17. No touchdowns from Jaden Daniels, but they moved to 4-3. And as you look at that, Green Bay put up 48 against the Cardinals. That probably the best offensive game that we saw this week. Today, it's been a tale of Sam Darnold being terrible. And if it wasn't for Nehemiah Pritchett, this game would be a lot more out of reach. Second half action, and it appears Sam Darnold has been benched for the rookie Jalen Milroe. Speed option, his first snap. Martinez trying to get some airtime. Doesn't really get him anything extra, though. 2nd and 4. Charbonnet running it for 2 now. Milroe on 3rd and 2. Will look to run it. Will be just shy. That was close. They're going to go for this. Milroe changing the play out of a quarterback sneak to a run. Martinez is stuffed, and the Houston Texans capitalize off of a very bold play by Seattle to start out that game. This one to Collins for 4. This one caught. Kirk, 1st down. He has 9 catches today, and Nico Collins injured a lot, so Kirk stepping up. Now Kirk running. He is in past the pylon. Touchdown, Texans. They move up 9. PAT makes it 10. 17-7. Milroe takes back over. Charbonnet with the run. He'll have about 10. Play action. Milroe going to take it himself for the first down on 2nd and inches. 2nd and 10 following an incompletion. Milroe sends Walker in motion. Milroe looking to throw under pressure, rolling out. Will eventually throw it to the dirt, incomplete. Trying to go to Arroyo there. 3rd and 10. This is broken up. MVS needed to haul that one in. But Christian Kirk today, 10 catches on 10 targets, over 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So what that tells you is if they want to get it to Kirk, they're getting it to Kirk. No resistance. 3rd and 4 now. This one will be caught, 1st down. And more. Down to the 35. Heck of a play. 2nd and 12 now following a negative play. It was a bad run try and ended up going backwards. Here's Mixon. He is stuffed. 3rd and 13. Seattle needs a stop. Can they get it? They will. Not without Kirk giving his full effort to prevent it, though. JSN hauls it in for 7. Milroe has looked good since entering the game. He gives this one to Walker, who's stuffed. Now Milroe looking to throw under pressure. Will run it. He fumbles it out of bounds, loses 2. Offense stays out there on their own side of the field. A gutsy call. They feel like they need it, though. Milroe to Arroyo. It's caught! And the gutsy move pays off. Elijah Arroyo moves the chains on 4th and 6 inside your own 30. It's risky, but it paid off. Cup now for 4. What an overall effort by this team. Milroe deep, it is caught! JSN! Big 1st down as we enter the 4th quarter. They trail by 10, but they're looking good here. It'll be a run to Charbonnet. He goes down to the 15 inside the red zone. Charbonnet in motion. Milroe has this team moving. They'll go to Cup now. 1st down. From the 3, it'll be 1st and goal. 2nd and goal following a run of nothing. In motion goes Charbonnet. Milroe looking to throw. Milroe will go to Cup. Double coverage. It doesn't matter. Touchdown. Cup. Touchdown Seahawks. Jalen Milroe's 1st NFL touchdown. As we are back within 3 as the PAT is up and good. Hit as he threw. Stroud sails one. It's picked off. Tariq Woolen. What is happening? You've got to give Leonard Williams his flowers, though, as he hit Stroud as he threw that and caused that airmail. Tariq Woolen comes down with it, and Seattle is back in business. Can Milroe close it? Huge hit on the quarterback as he threw, though. Tariq Woolen goes up and gets it like a receiver. Emin Rourier, the rookie there, to maybe disrupt it even more. Walker takes it for a 1st down run, and it's runs like that where you question, can you let him walk for nothing in free agency? Should you trade him, or do you need to pay the man? Milroe takes it for 9. Charbonnet makes a man miss, but is still stuffed at the line by Azeez Al-Shaair. Charbonnet, 1st down run, and more. He's still going down to the 3. 2nd and goal from the 3. Milroe, legacies being built. Everything on the line here. On the run, throwing JSN. It's caught. Touchdown Seattle as the crowd is backing an incredible comeback so far by one man entering the game, and that's Jalen Milroe, and they might have found themselves a clutch gene in this young quarterback. Game on the line. He's looking to one man, and that's JSN. And I get there's more time, but you really do feel like this drive was a must-have. And Derek Stingley, one of the best corners in the National Football League. Hard to keep him out of your top 5, maybe even your top 3 in coverage there. Stroud under pressure, finds Kirk after panicking a bit. So they settle down, trailing by 4. Stroud now looking. It is going to be caught for the 1st down. It's Wiggins, the rookie pass catcher, who really came on the scene in preseason and training camp and has looked really good. 1st and 10. That's Shaden Higgins, by the way. Mixon first down. So Houston needs a touchdown. They do have 3 timeouts, though. So a field goal is on the table, but it's really not if you're them. I mean, if I was them, it would not be. You can't, kick a field goal to still trail when the clock is under 4 to play here. Mixon loses a yard there. 3rd and 10. This is a must get. They will go Higgins for 2. 4th and 8. I think if you're even like 3 yards closer, you go for it. But I don't hate the call to kick the field goal. You've got to really trust your defense, though. They need to get a stop, and they need to get it now. Charbonnet hauls it in on the little RPO, and he takes it for a first down. The only mistake is he went out of bounds there, but he really didn't have a choice. Milroe finds MVS. Timeout Houston. They choose to use them at the top of the 2-minute warning here. 2nd and 15. Charbonnet spinning. First down. That will effectively end it. 21-20 is your final. The Seahawks have won the second game. Or have won their second game. Still those 5 losses, but 2 wins. It's a lot better than 1. CJ Stroud was incredible today. The pick did hurt him, though. Milroe came in and dominated. Darnold played, in the first half. He played. But 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Charbonnet was incredible. Kenneth Walker was, pretty average. Martinez looked pretty rough. JSN with the big touchdown. Same with Kupp, Charbonnet. But Arroyo, 1 big catch on 4th down. Shaq Griffin with 11 tackles. 3 guys in double digits. Ernest Jones with 3 TFLs. 2 sacks for Lawrence there. Tariq Woolen, Lawrence, and Ernest Jones all with a deflection. But with that, we'll go into our weekly recap to cap off the episode. Starting in Seattle, battle of 2 teams that, the Texans at 2-3. Panic hasn't set in yet. But Jalen Milroe finds his man on the run late in the game to put his team up. And that would eventually be the deciding factor. 21-20. JSN, the target, hauls it in. And Milroe put in at halftime. Gets his team the comeback victory. Rams have lost a single game. Jags have only lost 2. Make it 3, though. Puka Nacua hauls that one in on the rookie DB Travis Hunter. 29-19. Rams move to 6-1 on the year. Jags fall to 4-3. 4-1 Steelers play these 3-3 Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow rockets one, and the throw power on display there. Wide open! Coverage got busted. He slipped. Jamar Chase in what would be one of only 2 touchdowns scored by the Bengals. 3 overall. And the Packers end up blowing out the Cardinals. As we saw, Patrick Mahomes, 5 passing touchdowns. Mayfield had 3. DeMarcus Lawrence, though, with your Seahawks in there as player of the week. But with that, we will go ahead and call it an episode. Next week, we'll focus on some draft prospects. But thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.